I look like a housewife in the 60s, don't I? Or a cheetah ready to attack. And I am gonna attack you with my most complimented fragrances today. Hello my darlings and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title, we are doing my most worn and most complimented fall fragrances. Most of them are my tried and true. The only thing I have to say is that I'm very sorry, but when it comes to brands, there will be some repetitions because I just cannot lie to you. So in some cases, from one brand, I have more than one fragrance. And these are truly, truly, truly the fragrances that give me so many compliments, even from my mother, which is a miracle. So let's get into it. They're all very long lasting and they project incredibly. So that's a common denominator here. They're very, very long lasting and they project beautifully. So let's start with an obvious Bianco Latte. Of course we have dupes. Of course we have this and that. Of course it's more of a straightforward vanilla, but I still believe this is the best one. I love my Arabian dupes of it, but if I were to really truly, you know, like sit and think which one out of all of them I would keep this because it projects the most out of them all. It lasts the best out of them all and it's not that expensive. I'm not gonna have a heavy heart repurchasing it. So I use it a ton and everybody compliments me. I always am so satisfied when I wear it because it's a head turner. It's a straightforward vanilla, but still a head turner. Here we have caramel, tonka, honey, vanilla and musk here. That's it. That's it. And of course, there's so many dupes I talk about. It's redundant to repeat myself here, but to be very honest, with this one I get so many compliments. Oh my gosh, I'm already down here. Ooh, we gotta stock up. We gotta stock up. So yeah, Bianco Latte, amazing. 10 out of 10, straightforward vanilla. Next, old fragrance, and fragrance that kind of started my channel with the flanker of it. Always gives me compliments. It's heavy, it's sexy, and it's hella sweet. Belle Parfum. They'll still make it. Fragrantica says it's pear, tonka bean, jasmine, vanilla. There's so much more to it. I'm pretty sure there's cherry, there's some leather. There's a lot going on in here comparing to Fragrantica discloses. But it still has the La Belle DNA. It is just deeper, bit more mature, and just denser. It's just denser, deeper, darker, and a bit more mature, but it's still the La Belle DNA. It lasts beautifully. You know, I love the DNA of La Belle. It's very distinctive. And the La Parfum version is amazing as well. And this one definitely is worn by me in the colder weather. Whereas the original, which I still have and still am very happy with, I'm on my second bottle. I use more so during spring. So yeah, La Belle Parfum, phenomenal fragrance. I still really love it and use it very much, believe it or not. Even though it's not hyped up anymore, I personally really like it. Next one that always gives me compliments, and I think I featured it already in such a video, so I'm gonna repeat myself this time, very sorry, but Psychedelic Love is still going strong when it comes to giving me compliments. It's insane. It's very sexy, it's powdery, a little bit like almondy because it has heliotrope. It's beautiful sandalwood and mirror in here. So in general, we have ylang, bergamot, heliotrope, hedione, rose, myrrh, and sandalwood. And honestly, dare I say, this Psychedelic Love and Atomic Rose are my two absolute favorite scents from Initio. If I had to get rid of all my Initio fragrances and only leave 2, I would leave Psychedelic Love and Atomic Rose. That's it. And I would not be even crying. So this one has monstrous performance. In the air, it leans more vanilla sandalwoody. Rather, when you smell it yourself, like on your hand, you get more of different notes. But in the air, as people describe it, it's like an almondy vanilla, and it's creamy. So I'm guessing it's sandalwood. You know, it's the fault of sandalwood. So yeah, this one, phenomenal. Then I have a beautiful, it's also a vanilla, but it's a very spicy coffee one. And this one never fails me, other than the fact that I see my bottle is getting crusty with age, which is very sad. But this is Café Cabanel from Cabanel, and it's so good. So this is also a vanilla. It has cinnamon coffee, it has mandarin orange, it has butter and milk, it has heliotrope rose, and in the dry down you have caramel, vanilla, tonka, sandalwood, musk. So pretty much all the notes that we love here on this channel. I have to say, in some aspects these two are a little bit similar to each other, Psychedelic Love and Cabanel. Cabanel though is it dries down into very prominent vanilla caramel, and at the top is way more spicy. And I actually think there is more of spices than just cinnamon here, because it's quite sharp of a spicy note that hits you when you spray it. Also, it's quite buttery and milky, but that's not at the beginning. That only happens as it's drying down. And overall, it's a gorgeous vanilla as it sits on your skin. Forever performer, like tried and true. This will give you performance of life and hella lot of compliments. So Café Cabanel, I love it. It's been years now. Alright, the next one is also spicy, and I'm a little bit surprised about how many compliments it gives me, but I'm very happy with it because it's very similar to the new cologne from Jo Malone, Ginger Biscuit. Okay, very similar to Ginger Biscuit. It's also quite similar to Ambre Nuit from Dior. And it's also quite similar to Magenta Tanzanite from Armani. So it's like, if you brought these 3 fragrances together, this is kind of what you get here. And that is J.U.S Parfum Spicydelice. And guys, nobody talks about it. I don't know why. Everybody is going crazy about Ginger Biscuit and Magenta Tanzanite. Ambre Nuit, not so much because it's an old fragrance, but it's very popular nevertheless. This is it, just done niche. So in here you have ginger, cardamom, and pink pepper. Then you have cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and davana. And in the base, which is the most prominent, obviously, you have vanilla and amberwood. And guys, that dry down, I love it from the start to finish, but the dry down hits different. This is predominantly a ginger, cardamom, cinnamon, vanilla fragrance. So it's a spicy vanilla overall. Long story short, it's a spicy vanilla, but done beautifully. If you love Ginger Biscuit from Jo Malone, you will love this. Magenta Tanzanite to me is a little bit darker. This one is a bit more fizzy because of the ginger blast, you know. But they're still in the same genre, and I think if you like the fragrances I mentioned, you will absolutely love this one. And I think for J.U.S, I have a discount code, and I think it's a nice one. Please check the description box below. I'm pretty sure I have a discount code for this. But yeah, this is Spicydelice. Love it. The next fragrance that I've got in here is an oldie but a goodie, but even though I don't wear it that often, I wear it at the moment a lot. I had a break from it, but obviously it was like summer, it was hot, I wouldn't wear such fragrances, but I'm getting back to it, and I actually wore it yesterday, and that's what inspired this video, and I got so many compliments. Oh, and I always do when I wear it. This is Latte from Givenchy, and this is the intense version, but the basic one, the old one with sesame seeds. So this one has black pepper, tuberose, sesame, orange blossom, and then you have beautiful vanilla, patchouli, and vetiver. And overall, this is a sesame, tuberose, vanilla scent with some pepper in the top. It's sweet, it's dark, it's almost nocturnal, it's sophisticated, it's extra long lasting. I love that aspect of sesame because it gives you that nuttiness. Mixed with tuberose and vanilla and orange blossom, it actually gives you a very unique combination, and people are crazy for it. People are truly crazy for it. This is a fragrance that is on the darker side. As I said, it's more like nocturnal. It's more for the evenings, although I did wear it during the daytime yesterday, but whatever. It is great for date nights and for, you know, when you're going out somewhere fancy, like a fancy restaurant, to die for. So Latte, phenomenal longevity on this one. So you can now get it way cheaper than it used to be. So check it out, it's beautiful. Now we have my beloved sugary fragrance, and that is Sugar Leather from Nuit Nomade. I adore this scent. Look how much I've used. We're definitely denting it. I fortunately have a backup already, and this is the most beautiful caramelly, cinnamony, sugary, sweet fragrance that has notes of leather and labdanum and ambergris. So it's like a smooth cashmere leather. That's not too leathery, absolutely not. It's not like your, you know, handbag smell, absolutely not. This is like a very smooth leather with balsamic notes of ambergris, so it is a little bit resinous as well. So what you mainly get here is caramel, sugar, some cinnamon, and that beautiful resinous aspect. Gorgeous. Definitely unisex. My boyfriend wears it a lot. And it's a hit. It's a magical scent, truly a magical scent. So I highly recommend checking this out. Crazy performance. It performs so beautifully. It leaves such a beautiful trail. I love it so much. I've talked about it way too many times, so I'm not gonna ramble. Alright, the next one that gives me a ton of compliments is Tonka Extraordinaire from EPC, and it was my first fragrance from EPC, and it was a jackpot. This is sesame, hazelnut, tonka, almond, myrrh, labdanum, vanilla, frankincense, and patchouli. This is nutty heaven. If you love nutty fragrances, look no further. Nutty vanilla tonka fragrance. For a gourmand lover, especially if you're a gourmand lover that adores those more like savory, salty, nutty scents coming through in your fragrance, this is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Yes, it's not too sweet. It's definitely more savory. You smell all those beautiful nuts. You smell the sesame, the hazelnut, the almond. The only sweet things here are tonka and vanilla, and they do pull through a lot, especially as it's drying down, but mainly it's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous nutty fragrance, and it lasts forever as all EPC. It's so good. So that was my first EPC, and still till this day when I wear it I get so many compliments. But I also have something newer for you to check out if you love such nutty scents. EPC has a new one, and that's Pistachio Haiku, And this one is definitely more, oh, something's on my nose like a fluff and I cannot get it off. Pistachio Haiku is a little bit more green and more focused, of course, on pistachio, but there's also hazelnut. So this structure is shorter. You have fig leaf, that's what gives you greenness. Hazelnut, pistachio leaf, and the actual pistachio, cedarwood, benzoin, and vetiver. So the sweetness here comes from the benzoin and benzoin only. The hazelnut is very prominent. The pistachio, of course, is super prominent. I love this one as well so much. But this one, for some odd reason, seems a little bit boozy to me, which is actually very nice. So this one, Tonka Extraordinaire, is a nut overload, whereas Pistachio Haiku is still very nutty, but it's more like pistachio green. And they're both amazing, and they will give you such a massive amount of compliments because they're very unique. And they're pleasant to the nose because, you know, it's actually nuts are something that you eat. So it's obviously pleasant to the nose. But yeah, that's EPC. And I told you I had some pairs, right? So another pair of fragrances that always gives me so many compliments, and I cannot lie to you, I have to show it, I'm not gatekeeping, is from Sora Dora. And honestly, I would pull out more for this video because I always get a ton of compliments when I wear Mandorle, when I wear Orchidée Rouge, but I chose only two, so there you have it. The gourmand of all gourmands is Jany, and it's like a tarte tatin. It's a apple puff pastry with cinnamon, vanilla, caramel, almonds, nuts, apricot, peach, white musk, plum, and osmanthus. And this is just truly to die for. And something has been happening to my caps, like the nozzles. I don't know if I've been cleaning them properly, but they have like a weird thing on them. I don't know what that is. Anyways, Jany gives me compliments everywhere I go, and I also give people compliments when they wear Jany. I remember I met Noelle in March, and during our first meeting she was wearing Jany, and I could smell her everywhere, and it was so divine and delicious. So if you want to smell like a delicious puff pastry with caramel, vanilla, and nuts, and like apple cinnamon, then you have to have it. And the longevity is phenomenal. And the other beautiful Sora Dora, that's more on a floral feminine side, but also gives me so many compliments. I think even more than Jany, to be honest, is Mallow. And as you can see, I am on my last legs with it. Mallow is like Insolence from Guerlain, but make it almondy and vanillic and fruity. So this one has raspberry, vanilla, and pink pepper. Then you have heliotrope, orange blossom, and almonds. And in the base you've got some violet. That's why the reference to Insolence, black musk, and amber. And people also compare it heavily to Love Don't Be Shy. I think because of the sweetness and the orange blossom combination, but I would say it actually steers quite away from the Love Don't Be Shy DNA. It's its own thing. However, if I could maybe compare it to something, I would say it's like a cross between Insolence and Love Don't Be Shy, but not really entirely, because this one is way more vanilla, this one is way more elegant and almondy, and yeah, just wow. This one is just wow, and everybody compliments me like crazy. Trust me, they really do. I'm not lying to you. Like I've had it, I've been wearing it in the hospital as well, along with Sugar Kisses from Patalia and Calda from Lag, and people were obsessed. All right. Next, I have beautiful Dolce&Gabbana Devotion. You guys know this one is a compliment magnet. It's a beautiful vanilla, but made into like a lemon cake. This has some candied citrus notes. It's absolutely beautiful. It's definitely a vanilla based fragrance, but with that citrusy, sugary candy twist. It's very, very similar to Acrobake. It's been done by the same perfumer. However, I must say Devotion, I'm not sure if it's just me, but it's more vanilla, less citrusy comparing to Bake. And I love them both, but I have this, so I feel like it's redundant to have both bottles. I might get the intense version though. This one lasts beautifully. It lasts forever on my skin. People always compliment me. That's why it's in this video. I love it so much. So much. Oh, just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. It's like candied citruses with a heavy dose of vanilla. To die for. To die for. Don't miss out on this. From what I heard, it's quite redundant to have both this and the intense. So if you want something warmer and nutty, then get the intense. But this one I love so much. So much. Okie dokie. How many fragrances we have left, guys? We have, unfortunately, I have quite a bit of like pairings. But this one is alone. This is from Kayali, Invite Only, Amber 23. This always gives me compliments. This one is beautiful. It's like a gorgeous vanilla, slightly nutty, chocolatey cherry fragrance that I am just head over heels in love with. It still has beautiful Kayali vanilla that we all guys, we all love Kayali vanilla, and it's definitely infused with that as well. But it's one of the deeper scents that they have. Of course, it has a lot of amber, and this truly is my favorite Kayali. So yeah, I've abused it a lot. I'm down here. So yeah, I love it to bits. And people always tell me when I wear it that I smell like a cake. So I don't mind that at all. And now I have 3 more fragrances that always give me compliments. However, one doesn't get me compliments from my boyfriend, and I'm gonna tell you why. First one is Asia's creation for Navitus, and it is Ambrosia Imperiale. I love this fragrance. It's vanilla, it's banana, it's dates, it's super sweet, it's gooey caramel, it's everything you might dream of. So this one is again banana, rondavana, orange, cinnamon, dates, amberwood, orchid, and jasmine. And then in the base you've got some saffron, whipped cream, vanilla, caramel, benzoin, and musk. Super complex fragrance, beautiful gourmand. This is one of my favorite gourmands. She did such an amazing job. Just phenomenal, and it lasts forever. So this one is definitely a compliment magnet for me. Again, super unique because of the, you know, banana, caramel, vanilla combination. So good. So that's the first one. The second one is, of course, my Venom of Love, along with, I'm not gonna lie, Lost in a Dream. These 2 fragrances that I created give me so many compliments, and whenever somebody wears Lost in a Dream in front of me, I am obsessed. Like, my mom wears it very, very often, and my boyfriend as well, and I can smell them miles away. So this is definitely a compliment magnet. If you want a beautiful, milky, almondy, buttery, slightly savory croissant fragrance with marshmallows and of course vanilla and fig milk, then look no further. This is amazing with great performance. And of course Venom was my first fragrance, and this is cherry, liquor, chocolate, amberwood, vanilla heaven, but it's definitely mainly a cherry scent. And you cannot go wrong with this. You cannot go wrong with this. You have almond cream here and almonds. You have such a beautiful combination of very, very prominent cherry and beautiful dark chocolate. So yeah, Venom of Love is my love and gives me compliments always. And last but not least, Vivamor Caramel Pop. My boyfriend doesn't like it, but because it's too foody for him. It's too much like food. Because caramel pop is basically caramel with popcorn. That's what it is. Actually, let me read you the notes because I don't remember them. Caramel. Where are you? Caramel pop. Okay, there we go. So this is caramel vanilla. We have popcorn, bergamot, caramel, chestnut, orchid, vanilla absolute, benzoin, and cedar. And this is heavenly. Heavenly. The only thing is that I cannot wear it around the house because my boyfriend gets hungry and he actually complains. It's hilarious. Trust me, it's hilarious. It's a scene like from the worst comedy you can think of. But it's true. I wear it out. That's why I haven't used that much, because I just don't wear it around the house. Not only it's very foody, but also it's super strong. So yeah, I would save it for when you're going out. I wouldn't really wear it in the office around people in a crowded space, because it really is hitting hard and it's super sweet. But I love it to bits. It's so much better than the House of Oud, which I also have. This one is like a true caramel popcorn scent. True caramel popcorn scent. So there you have it. That was the last one. I really hope you enjoyed the video. And please tell me, what are your current most worn and most complimented fragrances that you always pull out during fall and later on, or maybe you have found something new that you already are gathering compliments because of. So that is it, and see you in my next one. Bye.